Alrighty now. So this is Mr. Todd, and this is Stories and Solutions. I don't remember what episode this is, but I do know that I'm now getting a little comfortable. And so this last episode that we did have was fun. We had some rapid fire, and we're gonna have some fun karaoke stuff to come in soon. So, anyways, I was supposed to tell this really quick story. So this is for the visual. So this is how it goes. So I was driving in my car, and I was driving to go to the Grand Canyon for the first time by myself. And my car was blue, and it was nice. Had like nice wheels on it, chromed out. I spent a lot of money on that car, and I was gonna go. So my used to be friend, this idiot, he uh, decides, hey, can I go with you? Because we worked at the same place. So he ended up taking his vacation at the same time. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So he drives with me, and I'm driving all the way down like Highway 44, and I'm get to Needles and Arizona, and my leg falls asleep. So after my leg falls asleep, I'm like, oh God, man, can you just drive? And this is how old school this story is. So back then, we didn't have anything called GPS or a phone. You had a tech, what do you call it? A pager, and you had paper maps, like when you're looking for a treasure chest, treasure chest, and then you have like Thomas Guide. Well, not many people know what that is. Hit me up if you know what that is. So, anyways, this Thomas Guide. So I'm driving. Well, he's driving at that point, and had about 40 minutes to go, and I had already drove like 5 hours. So this was like 5 in the morning because I left at midnight. And long story short, the road was really narrow. He's driving really fast. I rolled my seat all the way back, and I'm chilling. Kind of looked at the map for a little bit, listening to Biggie, going back to Cali, and man, I miss Biggie. So we're going, and car starts swerving, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's going like 90. So I'm like, hey, slow down. So he slows down. I lay back, and about 10 minutes later, he swerves some more. I told him, you better slow down. All of a sudden, he screams, oh, dude. And then he goes, and the car like starts swerving, like when it hits ice. And I looked up, and I see this big ass. It's hairy, and these wooden things, which they call antlers, and it was an elk, but it was huge. So this thing comes up, and my car goes sliding sideways, and I thought I was gonna die. And we go flying up the embankment, and it honestly felt like if you threw a Hot Wheels up in the air, and it was vertical, and we spun around, and then landed and went sideways over and over and over, and I was holding on to the roof, and it was crunching, crunching, crunching. And at that point, I was like, I can't believe this has happened. Like my brain, I was thinking, I'm ready to die. Like, am I gonna know what's gonna happen? Am I gonna transition? Next thing I know, this lady standing over me with a flashlight, and she says, "Get him a blanket. He's going into shock." And that moron that crashed my car uh, didn't get a scratch on him. So they took me or us, to Flagstaff Hospital, and I wasn't treated very equally. He had like sponge, not so much sponge bath, but like wiped him down. And for me, I was uh, just handed a towel. So I sat there. They did a scan on my neck, told me I had contusions and that I needed to wear a brace and that I need to see another, like a specialist. So I left, and against their will, and got into a taxi cab. Taxi cab took me to the crash site, gathered what was in the road that I could salvage. Then he took me to the junkyard where my car was. That guy got me to the airport. The airport wouldn't take all the stuff I took out of my car, and so then I saw a budget rental car, and then I took that home uh, and put all my stuff in it and drove right back home. I didn't even get to the Grand Canyon. I got to Flagstaff. So came home, and then my disc started bulging and popping and slipping, and then I couldn't move, and I couldn't move my head. And this is honest, guys. I couldn't move my head left, right, up, and down for 14 years. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't turn the top half with the bottom half at the same time, and my shoulders were cocked at like a slope. I guess that would be a 45-degree angle, and I couldn't feel my arms, my legs. To this day, I still don't feel my left foot and then my fingertips. So now my arms are now numb. So my son, who my firstborn was going to be born, which he was, September 25th, and when he was born, uh, 20 days before he was born, I should say, he I thought I need to hold him. I need to be able to protect him, and I had the surgery. And 20 days later, I could move my head. I could see my shoulders, which actually made me cry because I hadn't seen my shoulders in 14 years. And this last month is my 10-year anniversary from my surgery, which is why I say thank you, because I thank my doctors, I thank my chiropractor, I thank, of course, my son, I thank my daughter, my wife, I thank my friends who supported me, like as far as understood. But this is a really quick PSA that listen to the signs, because I shouldn't have gone. But then if I didn't go, I wouldn't be doing this. So who knows? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Togetherness Day. And thanks for listening to my YouTube. All right. Take care.